The ocean is our planet's lifeblood. It is a vast blue heart that beats with tides and currents. We often see only its sunlit surface, a shimmering curtain that hides the greatest mysteries on Earth. Below this surface lies a world unlike any other. It is a realm of crushing pressure and eternal darkness. This is the deep sea, a place where sunlight cannot reach. For centuries we imagined it as a lifeless void. But we were wrong. It is teeming with life. Life that is strange, wonderful, and sometimes utterly terrifying in its design. The creatures that live here are survivors, shaped by the most extreme conditions imaginable. Exploring this hidden world is like traveling to another planet. It is a frontier that is still largely unknown. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor. Every time we send a submersible down into the abyss, we discover something new. We find creatures that defy our imagination. They have evolved incredible ways to survive in the cold, the dark, and the immense pressure. They create their own light. They have giant mouths to catch scarce food. They are the true aliens of our world, and they hold secrets about life itself. Understanding them is not just a matter of curiosity. This journey into the deep is not for the faint of heart. The animals we will meet are the stuff of nightmares for some. They have fangs, strange bodies, and ghostly lights. But they are not monsters. They are masterpieces of evolution. Each one plays a crucial role in the delicate web of life that exists far below the waves. They are a vital part of the ocean's ecosystem, a system that regulates our climate and provides much of the oxygen we breathe. Their existence reminds us of how much we still have to learn about our own planet. They are a testament to the resilience and creativity of nature. Prepare to dive with me. We will leave the familiar world behind. We will sink past the twilight zone where the last rays of sunlight fade away. We will enter the midnight zone, a place of perpetual night. Here, we will encounter some of the most bizarre and fascinating beings you can imagine. We will look into the eyes of the dragonfish and marvel at the extendable jaws of the goblin shark. These creatures challenge our ideas of what is possible. They inspire awe and a deep respect for the ocean's power. Let us begin our descent into the deep, dark, and wonderful world that awaits. Imagine a world of complete and utter blackness. It is a cold, lonely place, nearly 2 kilometers beneath the ocean's surface. In this profound darkness, a single, eerie light appears. It dangles and dances, a tiny lure in the infinite void. This is the world of the dragonfish, a predator perfectly adapted to the midnight zone. This fearsome-looking creature is a master of camouflage and ambush. Its long, slender body is as black as the water around it, making it virtually invisible. It waits patiently for an unsuspecting fish or crustacean to be drawn to its light, a deadly trap set in the eternal night of the deep sea. The dragonfish's most remarkable feature is its bioluminescence. It produces its own light through a chemical process. A special organ called a photophore is located at the end of a long, whisker-like barbel attached to its chin. It can flash this light on and off, wiggling it to mimic the movement of a smaller creature. This attracts prey directly to its waiting mouth, a mouth filled with needle-sharp, transparent teeth. But this is not its only trick. The dragonfish also has other light-producing organs along its body. Scientists believe these might be used for communication with other dragonfish, a secret language spoken in flashes of light deep within the ocean. The life cycle of the dragonfish begins in a very different world. Its eggs are buoyant, meaning they float upwards toward the ocean surface. The larvae hatch in the sunlit upper layers, a world of relative warmth and abundant food. As they grow and mature, they begin a slow descent. They travel down from the light into the crushing pressure and perpetual darkness of the abyss. This journey forces them to undergo a dramatic transformation. Their bodies adapt to the extreme conditions, developing the dark color, the light organs, and the fearsome teeth that will allow them to survive and hunt in their new, deep home. Studying the dragonfish is incredibly challenging. These creatures cannot survive the change in pressure when brought to the surface. Most of what we know comes from deep-sea submersibles and remotely operated vehicles that can observe them in their natural habitat. One species, the Pacific black dragon, even has a stomach lining that prevents the light from its bioluminescent prey from shining through. This is a crucial adaptation. A glowing stomach would turn the hunter into a beacon for even larger predators lurking in the dark. The dragonfish is a perfect example of the intricate and deadly game of survival played out in the deep sea. Deep in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, a creature from another time glides through the darkness. It is called the Goblin Shark. and it is a true living fossil. Its lineage stretches back over 125 million years, meaning its ancestors swam in the same waters as dinosaurs. Seeing one is like looking into a prehistoric past. It has a long, flattened snout that looks like a blade. Its skin is a pale, pinkish-gray color because its blood vessels are visible through its translucent skin. It is not a fast or powerful swimmer like many other sharks. Instead, it is a slow, methodical hunter of the deep-sea floor. The most terrifying and unique feature of the Goblin Shark is its jaw. Its mouth is not fixed in place like that of other sharks. Instead, it can catapult its jaws forward, extending them to almost the full length of its snout. This incredible ability is called slingshot feeding. When a fish, squid, or crab comes within range, the shark's jaws shoot out with lightning speed to snatch the prey. The jaws are filled with long, thin teeth, perfect for grasping slippery, deep-sea creatures. This mechanism allows it to catch food without having to lunge with its entire body, saving precious energy in the food-scarce environment of the abyss. The Goblin Shark's long snout is not just for show. It is covered in special sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini. These pores can detect the faint electrical fields produced by the muscle contractions of other living animals. In the total darkness of the deep sea, where eyes are often less useful, the Goblin Shark uses its snout like a metal detector. It slowly cruises just above the ocean floor, sweeping its snout back and forth. When it detects the electrical signature of a hidden meal, it is ready to unleash its incredible, protrusible jaws. It is a highly effective way to hunt when you cannot see your prey. Because they live at depths of over 1,200 meters, or about 3,900 feet, encounters with goblin sharks are extremely rare. Most of what we know about them comes from the few specimens that have been accidentally caught in deep-sea fishing nets. Each new specimen provides valuable information about this mysterious animal. We are still learning about its lifespan, its reproductive habits, and its role in the deep-sea ecosystem. The Goblin Shark is a stark reminder that the ocean still holds ancient secrets. It is a creature that has survived mass extinctions and millions of years of change, a ghostly presence in the deep that connects us to a long-lost world. Its name conjures images of a blood-sucking terror of the deep. It is called the vampire squid from hell, or Vampiroteuthis infernalis. But this creature is not a true squid, and it certainly is not a vampire. Its name comes from its dark velvety skin, its glowing red eyes, and the cloak-like webbing that connects its 8 arms. When threatened, it can pull this webbing over its entire body, turning itself inside out to create a defensive shroud. It lives in the oxygen minimum zone, a deep layer of the ocean where the oxygen levels are so low that most other complex animals cannot survive. The vampire squid has some of the largest eyes relative to its body size of any animal on Earth. These large, luminous orbs are essential for gathering every last photon of light in the dim, deep sea. It does not hunt live prey in the traditional sense. It is a detritivore, a scavenger of the deep. It feeds on marine snow, which is a gentle shower of organic material that drifts down from the upper layers of the ocean. This includes dead plankton, fecal pellets, and other miscellaneous particles. The vampire squid uses 2 long, retractable filaments to catch this marine snow, then scrapes the food off the filaments with its arms and into its mouth. Instead of ink, the vampire squid has a different, more spectacular defense mechanism. When threatened, it can eject a cloud of sticky bioluminescent mucus from the tips of its arms. This cloud of light can glow for several minutes, creating a confusing and dazzling distraction for a potential predator. While the predator is blinded by the sparkling cloud, the vampire squid can make its escape into the darkness. This is a very energy-efficient defense. Producing ink is metabolically expensive, and in the low-energy environment of the deep sea, conserving every bit of energy is critical for survival. The vampire squid is a solitary survivor in one of the ocean's toughest neighborhoods. Its ability to thrive in low-oxygen water gives it a unique advantage. It has a safe haven where few predators can follow and where there is little competition for food. Its blood has a special protein called hemocyanin, which is more efficient at binding and transporting oxygen than the hemoglobin found in our blood. This allows it to survive where others would suffocate. The vampire squid is not a monster to be feared, but a marvel of adaptation to be admired for its gentle, resourceful, and resilient nature. In the vast, dark expanse of the bathypelagic zone, a creature of disproportionate features drifts silently. This is the gulper eel, also known as the pelican eel. Its most defining characteristic is its enormous, loosely hinged mouth. The mouth is far larger than its body, giving it the appearance of a floating, gaping pouch with a long, thin tail attached. This eel is not an aggressive hunter that chases down its prey. Instead it is, well, a living net. It swims slowly through the water with its massive mouth wide open, hoping to engulf anything that happens to be in its path, be it a small crustacean, a fish, or a squid. The gulper eel's anatomy is a masterclass in deep-sea adaptation. Its body is little more than a mouth and a stomach designed to accommodate meals much larger than itself. The lower jaw is so large and unhinged that it can swallow prey of a surprising size. Once inside, the stomach can stretch to digest the meal. Everything about the gulper eel is built for an environment where food is incredibly scarce. You might go for a very long time without finding anything to eat, so when an opportunity presents itself, you need to be able to take full advantage of it, no matter the size of the meal. Like many deep-sea dwellers, the gulper eel has a trick up its sleeve, or rather, at the tip of its tail. At the very end of its long, whip-like tail is a complex organ called a photophore. This organ can produce a glowing pink or red light. Scientists believe the eel may use this light as a lure. It might wave its tail around to attract the curiosity of small fish and crustaceans, drawing them closer to its waiting cavernous mouth. In the complete darkness of its habitat, any small point of light is a potential point of interest, and the gulper eel exploits this curiosity to its deadly advantage. Despite its fearsome appearance and name, the gulper eel is quite delicate. Its skeleton is very small and poorly calcified, and its muscles are not very strong. It relies on its unique anatomy rather than strength or speed. Its strategy is one of patience and opportunism. It is a perfect example of how life in the deep sea has driven evolution towards strange and highly specialized forms. The gulper eel is a testament to the idea that in the struggle for survival, sometimes having the biggest mouth is the most important advantage you can have. It is a truly bizarre and wonderful creature of the abyss. Deep off the coasts of Australia and New Zealand, at depths of over 1,200 meters, lives a creature that has been unfairly labeled. The blobfish, in its natural habitat, looks very different from the sad, gelatinous puddle that has become an internet sensation. Down in the crushing pressure of the deep sea, which can be over 120 times greater than at the surface, the blobfish looks like a more typical fish. Its body is made of a gelatinous mass with a density just slightly less than water. This allows it to float effortlessly above the sea floor without expending much energy on swimming. The tragic transformation of the blobfish occurs when it is brought to the surface. It is a victim of depressurization. The immense pressure of its deep-sea home supports its body structure. When it is rapidly pulled up from the depths in fishing nets, its body is no longer supported by this pressure. It decompresses, causing its gelatinous tissues to expand and lose all their shape. The sad, droopy face that we see in photographs is the result of this traumatic process. It is a powerful reminder of the extreme physical differences between our world and the world of the deep sea. In its own environment, the blobfish is a clever and efficient predator. It is an ambush hunter, but not in the way we usually think. It does not actively chase its prey. Instead, it simply drifts along the bottom with its mouth open. It waits for small crustaceans, sea snails, and other edible matter to pass by. When something edible floats into its mouth, it simply swallows. This is an incredibly low-energy lifestyle, perfectly suited for a place where food is hard to find. It is a strategy of ultimate patience, conserving energy by letting its meals come to it. The blobfish serves as an important symbol for the hidden victims of deep-sea trawling. This fishing practice involves dragging huge, weighted nets across the ocean floor to catch commercially valuable fish. These nets are indiscriminate, scooping up everything in their path, including delicate, non-target species like the blobfish. Because these creatures cannot survive the trip to the surface, they are simply discarded as bycatch. The strange appearance of the blobfish has brought attention to this destructive practice, making it an unlikely ambassador for the conservation of the fragile and mysterious ecosystems of the deep ocean floor. The strange and terrifying creatures of the deep are not just isolated curiosities. They are essential threads in the vast and complex tapestry of the ocean's ecosystem. Each one plays a critical role that helps maintain the health and balance of the largest habitat on Earth. The deep sea may seem remote, but it is intimately connected to the sunlit waters above and ultimately to all life on our planet. These animals are the ultimate recyclers, the patient predators, and the silent gardeners of a world without sun. Their collective actions have a profound impact on global chemical and biological cycles. Many deep-sea creatures like the vampire squid are detritivores. They feed on the marine snow that drifts down from above. This constant shower of organic matter is the primary source of food for much of the deep sea. By consuming this material, these animals play a vital role in the carbon cycle. They sequester carbon that was absorbed by plankton at the surface, preventing it from returning to the atmosphere. This process, known as the biological carbon pump, is a critical mechanism for regulating our planet's climate. The scavengers of the deep, like the giant isopod and the blobfish, ensure that no energy goes to waste. Predators like the dragonfish, goblin shark and gulper eel help to control populations of other deep-sea animals. They maintain a balance, preventing any single species from becoming too dominant. Their hunting strategies, though bizarre to us, are perfectly honed for an environment of scarcity and darkness. Furthermore, many deep-sea species engage in vertical migration. Animals like the viperfish travel from the deep sea to shallower waters at night to feed, and then return to the depths during the day. This daily migration is the largest on Earth, and it actively transports nutrients and energy between different ocean layers, connecting the surface and the abyss in a vital, rhythmic dance. The importance of these creatures extends beyond their direct ecological roles. Their unique adaptations hold untold scientific and medical potential. The study of bioluminescence, for example, has led to breakthroughs in medical imaging and genetic research. The enzymes found in deep-sea microbes that can withstand extreme pressure and temperature are being studied for industrial and pharmaceutical applications. By preserving the biodiversity of the deep sea, we are also preserving a library of biological solutions that have evolved over millions of years. These terrifying-looking creatures are not monsters. They are the guardians of a hidden world whose health is essential to our own. Our exploration of the deep sea is still in its infancy. With every new expedition using advanced submersibles and remotely operated vehicles, we uncover new species and new behaviors that challenge our understanding of life. The abyss is slowly revealing its secrets, and recent discoveries have been nothing short of astonishing. Scientists are constantly finding creatures that seem to have been plucked from science fiction, each one a new piece in the immense puzzle of deep ocean ecology. These findings highlight just how much is left to discover in the dark, watery majority of our own planet. One of the most exciting areas of recent discovery is in the field of bioluminescence. We once thought that animals simply glowed for luring prey or defense. Now we are learning that the language of light is far more complex. Some species may use specific patterns and colors of light to attract mates, to distinguish between species, or to coordinate group behaviors. For example, recent observations of the hatchetfish suggest their belly lights are not just for camouflage, but can be finely adjusted to match the faint light from above, making them perfectly invisible to predators looking up. This level of control is far more sophisticated than we ever imagined. New species are being identified at a remarkable rate. In recent years, expeditions to deep-sea trenches and undersea volcanoes have revealed entirely new ecosystems. We have found supergiant amphipods in the Kermadec Trench, crustaceans that are more than 10 times larger than their shallow water relatives. We have discovered the big red jellyfish, a massive creature with fleshy feeding arms instead of tentacles. Even familiar creatures are showing us new things. A recent video captured a giant squid, a legendary and elusive creature, hunting in its natural habitat, providing invaluable insight into the behavior of an animal previously known mostly from carcasses. Perhaps the most profound discoveries are those that change our fundamental understanding of where life can exist. The discovery of hydrothermal vents in the 1970s was a revolution. These deep-sea geysers spew superheated mineral-rich water, supporting entire communities of life that thrive on chemical energy instead of sunlight. This process, called chemosynthesis, proved that life does not depend on the sun. More recently, we have found life in even more extreme places, such as beneath the Antarctic ice shelves and in the sediments deep below the ocean floor. These discoveries expand the known boundaries of life and give us hope for finding life on other planets or moons in our solar system. We have journeyed together into the planet's final frontier. We have met the glowing dragonfish, the prehistoric goblin shark, and the gentle vampire squid. We have seen how creatures like the gulper eel and the blobfish are not monsters, but are perfectly sculpted by the immense pressures and profound darkness of their world. These animals are a testament to the incredible power and creativity of evolution. They are the inhabitants of a realm that covers most of our planet, yet remains almost completely unknown to us. Their strangeness should not inspire fear, but rather a deep sense of wonder and curiosity about the mysteries our ocean holds. The survival of these incredible creatures and their fragile ecosystems is under threat. The dangers are not abstract or distant, they are here and now. Deep-sea trawling scrapes the ocean floor bare, destroying ancient coral gardens and indiscriminately killing countless animals like the blobfish. Plastic pollution is now being found in the deepest trenches of the ocean, ingested by the very creatures that live there. Climate change is warming the ocean and altering its chemistry, with consequences for deep-sea life that we are only just beginning to understand. The darkness of the abyss can no longer protect its inhabitants from the long reach of human activity. We must act as guardians for this hidden world. We cannot protect what we do not understand, which is why continued exploration and scientific research are so critical. We need to support missions that send submersibles into the deep, that map the ocean floor, and that document the incredible biodiversity that exists there. This knowledge is the foundation for effective conservation. We must advocate for policies that protect the deep sea, such as creating large marine protected areas and banning destructive fishing practices like bottom trawling. The fate of the deep ocean is in our hands. The ocean is the blue heart of our planet. Its health is our health. The strange creatures of the abyss are a vital part of this system. They are not separate from us. They are connected to us through the complex cycles of water, carbon, and life itself. By respecting and protecting the deep sea, we are ultimately protecting ourselves. Let the terrifying beauty of these animals inspire us. Let them remind us that our planet is full of wonder worth saving. Let us be the generation that turns the tide, that explores with respect, and that ensures the mysteries of the deep will continue to fascinate humanity for centuries to come.